What's up, guys? Here it again, back with another video. And what you guys are seeing behind me is TMC's training terminal in Columbia, South Carolina. Welcome. And I wanted to do this video for anybody who is thinking about coming to work at TMC, or if you just got hired, you haven't been to this place. I'm going to show you what this place is like, where everything is, well, most things, where most things are, and things that you can look out for or do while you are here to have an easy time, a smooth transition. A lot of things going on this road. But yeah, if you had seen my initial TMC Columbia terminal review video, I'll leave a link to it here or here. That was for the old terminal. That terminal is shut down and was replaced by this updated terminal that has many more amenities than the previous one did. And no more dirt lots. We are all concrete here at this location now. So much better, especially if you're coming through here for service and you need to clean out your truck. You don't have to worry about dirtying up your floors, just getting out and walking around and putting mats on your floor and everything. Very annoying. I used to hate doing that. I still would if I had to do it. But we're not dealing with those problems anymore. So let's start with first things first. When you come into this place, there are a couple of different entrances, but for the purposes of drivers and anybody in a semi-truck, you're gonna wanna come into the first entrance. So that's the main road out there. This is a side street that leads down here. And this is the first entrance right here. And now let me actually show you, once these cars pass by, show you the sign that you need to look at. Both sides of it, because they are very important. Like I said, that's the main road. And you'll see this sign when you first come in. TMC trucks, deliveries, sales trucks. What you guys need to be concerned with is the TMC trucks. Some people get confused and they'll think that that sign right there that points straight ahead means to keep on driving up that way, and they'll take their semi-truck and they'll go down there and miss the entrance entirely. There is an area for you, there's like not a roundabout, but there's like a cul-de-sac that's wide enough for you to do a U-turn safely and come back into this entrance right here. So if you're driving a TMC semi-truck, the first entrance that you see after the sign, this one right here, that's where you want to take your right-hand turn, and you'll go back there where you're able to park your truck with all the other trucks or drivers that work here. That right there is actually the TMC training facility. You see that whole line of trucks and then the building over there. Fun fact, when I actually got hired on with TMC, this is where I got released from. I actually did my training up at the main headquarters up in Des Moines, Iowa. But after I got done driving with my trainer and passed all of that, I got released from Columbia, South Carolina. So got a hotel for a night, came over here the next morning. That's where they dispatched me from my truck at the old Gaston terminal. Bit of erudite history. But it's early in the morning. As you can see, the sun hasn't really come up yet. It's dawn. And I figured this would be the best time to make this video because there's not going to be a whole lot of foot traffic, and there will probably be a few less people out and about that would want to stop around and talk or be curious about what I'm doing and slow the video down a little bit. Not that I don't want to talk, but just trying to put this information out for you guys in the most efficient, quickest way that I can. But that right there is the office building where the administrative staff works, as well as the driver's lounge. We'll be going inside of there a little bit later on in the video. I want to show you everything that's going on outside first. And as I said, this is a training facility, and I want to get a little bit closer of a view for that. I'll probably zoom up my lens in a little bit here. Yeah, when you're here, make sure that you do not walk on the grass. They are very particular, very serious about that. So keep your feet on the concrete. Don't walk on the grass, not even for a second, because there are cameras everywhere. Like there's one right there. Cameras on light posts, cameras on buildings, so don't do anything that you might get yourself in trouble for. Stay on the concrete and just be a normal person, be regular. Because I have heard stories, I don't know if it's 100% true or verified, but if you do walk on the grass, they might send you home. One and done. But don't quote me on that, but I have heard that. I haven't actually talked to anybody that's happened to, but I have heard that that may happen to you if you walk on the grass at a terminal. I do know that they don't want you walking on it. The consequences for doing so and being caught doing it, I don't know exactly what those might be. If somebody just says, stay off the grass, or somebody's like, all right, pack up your stuff, you're going back on a Greyhound bus. I don't know. Either way, you don't want to find out. All right, guys, as I said, this is the actual driver training facility area. As you can see, they have their cones set up and everything. This is where you would be practicing your maneuverability and doing your pre-trips, learning how to do that properly. I'm not sure, well, actually, yeah, some of these trucks are actually for the road, and I think one of the trucks that's coming up now may be out for that for the drivers. One of the drivers that's gonna be doing the road training, they'll actually bring you out of that back area, come through the main road here, the main terminal road, and you'll be back out to the street. And oh yeah, one thing that I forgot to mention, I said I was gonna show you guys the other side of that sign. That's very, very important, especially if you haven't come here before, to keep yourself out of trouble. As you can see, there's a lot of traffic going around here. A lot of people coming into work, some people leaving for the end of their shift, people who work overnight, which is the reason why I have this reflective vest on. Not trying to get hit out here. In low light situations, that can happen to you. Whether you're at a truck stop, a rest area, or a terminal, you know, sun glare blinding people, you know, they can't see you clearly, or it's dark, you got on dark clothes, somebody may not be paying attention. You don't want to get clipped by a car, you don't want to be run over and crushed by a semi-truck. People have lost their lives that way. But here, what I wanted to show you, once this vehicle passes by, is that sign right there. I got a little bit of a glare, I'll show you guys in a bit. But this sign right here. TMC drivers, no left turn on Shop Road. Now, out there on Shop Road, it is a 4-lane road, 2 lanes going that way, 2 lanes going that way. Now imagine trying to make a left-hand turn across basically four lanes of open traffic. The 2 lanes that are going this way, you could have a situation where you get T-boned, and the 2 lanes going this way, you could get T-boned. You could, basically, you're almost doing like well, you're definitely doing like a left-hand turn across basically an open highway. I think the speed limit out there is like 55 miles an hour, if I'm not mistaken, 45, 55, I want to say 55. But yeah, there was a situation in the news not too long ago, somebody in Florida did a U-turn on the highway. Some people ended up losing their lives because of that. That's the basic reason, main reason why they don't want you making left turns out of there, to prevent something similar to that happening over here. They do give you they have some paperwork inside the office there and inside the mechanic shop that tells you the right direction that you need to go to get back to the highway the most efficient way. But every time you're here at the terminal, you must take a right-hand turn on Shop Road to get out of here to get back to the highway, okay? I-26, never take a left if you're in a company truck, ever. Whether you're bobtailing or not, I'm pretty sure. If you're in a car, I don't know if it matters, but right turn only if you're in a car, or I'm sorry, in a semi-truck. But let's head back on over here. And this is probably gonna end up being a long video, guys, because there's just so much I wanna show you guys here. And I wanna be as descriptive and detailed as possible, like I normally try to be, so that you guys are well informed. If you're thinking about coming here, or if you're already a driver hired on here and you're coming here to get routine maintenance or to get service on your truck, or you know, coming here for TQM class or whatever it might be, I want to show you guys as much as you need to know. Now, that building over there, that is the Securement warehouse, where they have some pre-staged loads that I'm pretty sure just stay in-house, where you get to practice your load securement on coils or lumber or whatever it is they have in there. Fuel truck coming through. It's actually my first time seeing something like that. It's probably going to refill the company fuel tanks that are over there. I'll show you that in a bit. But as you can see, there are a lot of trucks. That truck right there has some concrete jersey walls on it. That might be one of the road driving trucks to let you experience what it's like to drive one of TMC's tractor trailers with a load on it, because a truck does feel different going down the road naked and empty with no load on it versus having the weight on the trailer pulling against you as you're driving down the road, to help familiarize you with that. Let me see what else we got going on here. There's a lot, but we'll be seeing that building over there. That's the mechanic shop over there, and we got a lot of drivers coming through. It's very early. There's also trailers out here. A lot of drivers are here for maintenance, like I am at the moment. Some guys have breakdowns. So we're gonna go see everything. Now that right there is the gate for the training yard. It's where all the training trucks will enter and exit for the drivers that are doing their things over there. That truck over there, that's actually, I'm pretty sure it's like a dedicated guy. For one of the accounts, his truck has a Moffett on it, which is, for all intents and purposes, basically just a mobile forklift so that driver can unload their own loads at shippers. I don't know how you get into that. I would imagine that's like some dedicated opening stuff that not every driver gets access to. It's like only a certain amount of positions for that. But yeah, that's what that is. It's a Moffett. It attaches to the back of the truck and just gets hooked in, or attaches to the back of the trailer rather. All right, now here, the mechanics shop has two different sections. This first section that you're seeing over here is going to be for the trailers, where they do trailer maintenance. The section beyond that over there is where they do the tractor maintenance. And we may get a quick sneak peek. There's not really much in the trailer section that you guys would really need to be concerned with. You're not really gonna have to do any kind of maintenance or anything on your trailer for real, for the most part, as far as day-to-day stuff goes. All right, now this will be the first stop. This is the fuel island. It's pretty much the first thing that you'll see once you come in through the main gate. And here's where you can get some of the company fuel or refill your DEF tanks. If you're not gonna be at a truck stop anytime soon, you just wanna get it all knocked out while you're here at the terminal. Now, you also have access to the vacuum cleaner. But when you're here, you want to make sure, and oh wait, you know what, actually, before I get into that, they have some of the stuff right here, the way that they would want you to leave the terminal. Remember I said no left turns? So if you needed to take the right turn, this information right here, in addition to the other places that I mentioned earlier, will tell you the exact route that you need to take to safely get back to the highway with minimal amount of risk to yourself or the public when you're driving on the road coming out of here. But you can refill your diesel or your DEF tanks here. And something that you want to make sure that you never do, actually, I don't think you can even do it now. They might have disabled that feature, but you want to make sure that you are always keeping an eye on both sides of the pump. In the past, drivers had, at least one guy that I know for sure, was filling his tanks and got distracted or walked away or something. And he had the pumps, I guess, on the auto feature where it just keeps fueling. And it overfueled or overfilled his tanks and it was spilling out on the ground. That driver ended up getting charged back for that. Having to pay for the wasted fuel and the cleanup and all that. Now, I think they may have disabled that feature on the pumps, so they don't have that little tab that lets you stick the lever in one spot to avoid that happening in the future. I think they may have done that. But if something like that does happen, definitely believe it's gonna be caught on camera, guys. Camera, right there. Big brother is always watching. Eye in the sky, this camera's all over the place. So best believe if you do anything, get yourself in trouble, it's probably got caught on camera. It's not in a type of place really where they're looking at every single thing you do to try to nail you for something. It's not like that. I take it as more of a place where if something does happen or they need to check on something, they have it on camera so they can see what actually happened and get the problem remedied or, address whoever they need to address based off of, whatever was seen and done, whatever. But just do what you normally would do out here and you won't have any problems. There's not really anybody on top of your back like that. At least not in my experience. Now, the next thing that you will see after you've come from the fuel aisle over there is the TMC wash bay. Now, you can get your truck washed over here if you're at the terminal. I highly suggest that you do. If you're here for maintenance, go ahead and get the truck washed first. Try to make this a one-stop shop if you do have to show up here. Just get everything knocked out that you need to. Get your fuel, get your truck washed. That way you'll be good for another 2 weeks. Without having to get another wash 2 or 3 weeks if you get your truck washed on a Sunday. There's something funky with the system where it can last for 3 weeks before you need to get another wash. So I try to get washes on Sunday as frequently as possible. All right, now following around the building from the wash bay, this is the area, if you ever get dispatched on a load and it says picking up from the TMC Securement yard or main yard or wherever they say on the load note screen, this is the area where you can pick up your OSB. And OSB is an acronym, stands for Oriented Strand Board. It's basically particle board that the dedicated guys bring in from wherever it comes from. And you would just drop your empty trailer somewhere in this row over here. And then you would bring your bobtail over and hook up to that preloaded trailer, do your pre-trip, and you're good to go ahead and go. Take that to your delivery. And this is the area where Most drivers park when they're here at the terminal. If you're sleeping here overnight, say this is convenient. Like if you're just driving through the Columbia area, and you don't want to bother with a truck stop, or you think the truck stops are already all filled up, you can just come to the company terminal, park here for the night, get yourself a clean shower, some coffee, whatever you want to do. Get your 10-hour break in, your 8-hour break, the 34-hour reset, and be fresh and ready to go. Now, this is the other end of the wash bay. And I'll tell you, when this company, or when this specific terminal first opened up, I was going through that wash bay and it malfunctioned. I don't know how long the company, I keep saying that, but how long this terminal was open at the time. I went through that wash bay and they had the truck washed as far as like being all soap sudsed up with the wash guns. But then that big sprayer, that big rinser machine that moves forward and backwards, malfunctioned. And it stopped working. They told me that the bay was down and I had to drive out of here with my truck all sudsy still. Had to wait for the rain to clear it off. Had my windows all scummy. I had to go to a truck stop and rinse those things off. All right, we're gonna take a real quick look inside the mechanics bay, and there's something specific I want to show you there, because a lot of guys don't know about it when they first get hired on with the company. They'll give you fluid bottles like for your coolant, windshield washer fluid, oil. There may be some other things, but those are the three main things I'm always checking for. If you need to refill that, instead of buying it at the truck stop, if you're already here, there are some overhead dispensers where you can come bring your bottles in that they give you. Don't throw them away because they're reusable specifically for when you come back to a terminal. You can refill them here. I'll show you where the pumps are, because like I said, a lot of drivers don't know about that. Try to keep the camera on myself only here. It's gonna be loud here. Hopefully my audio equipment's gonna do the right job and keep this stuff quiet. But this is a shop where the guys do their maintenance. But if you look up here, and these lights are doing crazy things right now, but this is the overhead dispenser that you would use, and you can refill your whatever fluid you need from these guns right here. They're all labeled, so you can easily see which one is dispensing whatever. And during the winter time, if you need your anti-gel treatment fluid or your diesel 911, it'll be from the mechanics bay. The entrance is over that way, but just down in this main hallway is usually where they keep it. And you can get what you need, get a box. Usually most people get like one box, and they'll get like 2 of those diesel 911 fluids. That way if your fuel gels up, or you're trying to prevent it from gelling up during the wintertime, you've got what you need. Buy that stuff. You can also buy that stuff at truck stops. Forgot to pull my safety glasses down. You're supposed to have your safety glasses on when you go in there. But pull them down a little bit too late, whatever. But yeah, that's where you can get your fluid if you need it. Now, let me see, something else I can show you guys while you're here. All right, that's the main entrance for the mechanics bay. So if you're coming in here for service and you need to check in, you would go in there, talk to the mechanics guys at the desk. Now, if you need cleaning supplies to detail your truck, they have the sprays there as well as the paper towels. It's inside that room right there to the left. And like I was saying, on the other side, that's the trailer bay. I'm not really gonna go in there. There's nothing important in there that you would need to use, unlike the driver's area. And also, well, actually, no, they moved that stuff. I was about to say you can get some cleaning supplies for your truck inside the tractor area, but they moved it all to the front area of the maintenance office right there, like I just showed you. So if you need any of these bottles, I'll show you some. I have some in my truck. So some of the cleaning supplies that I was referencing, not this, but if you need PB Blaster, which this is for lubricating your ratchets, or you can use, it's basically like a better version of WD-40, I think. And this is red and tacky. You can get that here as well. That is the stuff that you will see sprayed onto your fifth wheel to help lubricate it. It's that grease that if you get it on your hands or your clothes, it is extremely difficult to get off. But you can get that at a company terminal as well. Usually 1 can of this stuff lasts a very long time. So, just get as much as you need, I guess. I couldn't really see anybody needing any more than really 2 at a time if you're not going to be at the terminal for a significant amount of time, I guess. I've had mine for a super long time. But these are the black bottles that I was referencing for your fluids, washer fluid, oil, coolant. I need to refill mine actually while I'm here. But you would go into the tractor area of the maintenance shop, and you could use those overhead dispensers to refill these. So don't throw these away. when you get dispatched on a truck, if you have some of these already in there. If not, just ask the shop for some, they'll give you some. I think you can also get these fuel filters here. When you're on the road from time to time, you will need to replace your own fuel filter. It's very easy to do. Maybe I'll make a video in the future on how to do that. It's very, very easy. It's not tough, not daunting at all. But you don't know what you don't know, so maybe I'll do that for you guys. And as you can see, I have some of that anti-gel treatment that I showed you inside the maintenance shop. Ready for winter when that comes up. You can also get the cleaning supplies. If you've seen my how to pass your TMC inspection video, this is all that I use. I'll actually put a link to that video here. That way you won't get held up if your truck is not up to standard when they do their appearance inspection. Because if your truck is not does not pass TMC inspection while you're here, they will not let you leave until the truck is as clean as they want it to be. Really doesn't take that long once you know how to do it. If you watch my video, it'll show you the easy way to do it. That way you're not on your hands and knees scrubbing with a toothbrush kind of thing, wasting your time. It doesn't take all that effort, really doesn't. But you'll get your upholstery cleaner, you'll get your glass cleaner, and what I usually do is just take both of these and spray them on whatever it is I'm trying to clean. Spray one first and spray the other together, and then I just scrub it with a scrub brush or wipe it down with the paper towels, and it's good to go. Maybe doing it like once. On the floor is really where it takes the most work, so spray the floor a couple times, and then, you know, the seats and stuff, just one spray on that stuff, and then it wipes off pretty clean, and you'll pass your inspection, no problem. The next very important thing that I want to show you is where the Securement shop is. Now, at the old terminal, the Securement yard and the mechanics bay area were two different locations, like 5 minutes apart. Now it's all in one spot like the other terminals now. We have the main terminal in Des Moines, Iowa, Joplin, Missouri, Brownsburg, Indiana, and we have this place in Columbia, South Carolina. All one-stop shops now, as far as I know. But that's the front entrance to the mechanics bay. Now, if you need load securement, meaning like you need straps, bungees, replace your tarps, you got holes in them, basically anything that has to do with load securement, you get that from the Securement bay right here. And that is, the bay number on here is 16. And you would just put in your macro. I can't remember right now. I may tell you guys later on in the video. But you put in your macro, which is on your TMC app, and it will basically send a message to wherever it goes, and it'll tell you or ask you what terminal you need to go to, what terminal you plan on going to out of the 4 that I just mentioned. And you'll say exactly what pieces of securement that you need, and they'll go ahead and get that stuff ready for you, especially if you're going to be there overnight. Once the place is closed, you'll be able to go into the mechanics or the load securement bay and get what you need. They'll put it on a cart for you. And if you get here after hours, like after the load securement's associate is already gone home, they will put this stuff in a locker for you. They'll put it in one of these lockers. They'll tell you which one, and they'll give you the code to unlock the locker, and you'll be able to get in. And if you're bringing something here that you're just trying to replace, like you're trying to get rid of some bad ratchets that don't spin, you'll just leave them in there, take your replacements, and you'll leave the bad ones, so the ones that need to be fixed, inside of the locker there to swap out what you're getting rid of. Now we're gonna go ahead and take a look inside the driver's lounge area. Sometimes you have to walk around a little bit to find just the walkways, because as I said, they don't want you walking on the grass out here. But the driver's lounge has a lot of cool stuff in it as far as keeping you comfortable while you're here. There's 2 entrances that the drivers will usually go in. One of them will get you in line with going to see the administrative staff, and the other one will take you to directly to where the driver's lounge is. And I'll show you guys once you get a little bit closer to that. And if you are here for any length of time, sometimes on the weekend, they'll grill out. They have a little outdoor seating area. I think you might be able to bring your own food and use that, maybe. I've seen guys doing that. I'm assuming that's what they're doing. But this is the door right here that'll take you directly to the driver's lounge. This area right here will get you to where the safety team, OGs, fleet managers, operations. You can go in either door, really. but that's the driver's lounge area down there. And some vending machines. There are guys here that are sleeping still. So when I go walk through the driver's lounge area, I'm probably gonna be a little bit more quiet to not wake anybody up, but you guys will see more of a visual and maybe hear me whispering a little bit. And then we'll come back out here and show you what's going on. They've got TVs out here and chairs. A little cooking area. They do have safety meetings every morning at 10 a.m. that you can be in. I think they want you to be here if you're going to be at the terminal anyway. But a sink and a refrigerator, you can wash your dishes and store your food if you need to. Oh, and this is the quiet room. So if you're here and you're going to be sleeping overnight, say that they're doing routine maintenance on your truck out there and it's in the bay, you can't sleep in it, you can come into this quiet area here. You can sleep. They have like recliner chairs. You can chill out, or if you just want to be away from people and you want some time to yourself, you can go in there and not be out here in the main area where everybody's going to be talking and socializing and being loud and doing their thing out here. Now, further back, they have showers. They have restrooms inside of the showers. So these are all individuals. So you won't be in there with another person or a group of other people. There's like, I think there's 4 showers here. Definitely gets packed up on the weekend. There'll be a lot of people here doing their thing. But you can get yourself clean, have a restroom to yourself, and do what you need to do while you're here to get cleaned up, freshened up. And here, this is where you can do your laundry. The laundry detergent and bleach and all that cleaning stuff is complimentary. We've got our washers here, got the dryers there. Do what you need to do. Keep in mind, Big Brother is always watching. Yeah, but I keep saying that, it's more of a joke, but I don't think anybody's really watching. I got some laundry here that I'm doing right now. I actually forgot about. Let me go ahead and knock out my own clothes real quick, and I'll get back with you guys, show you what the rest of what's in here. All right, got the clothes stuff out of the way. Now, one thing that I did forget to mention is if you're gonna take a shower and clean yourself up, the towels are located in the laundry room, towels and washcloths. So if you don't mind using communal stuff that's washed, no, you can bring your own towel, of course. And then let's get some lights on in here. There you go. And these will be the showers here. So individual shower, bench, and then when you're done with your towel or your wash rag, you go ahead and drop it in this basket. Each one of the showers has that. Definitely don't leave your stuff on the ground here. They will not like that, so make sure you clean up behind yourself and leave the restroom in the same condition that it was before you came in. Don't be a pig or anything. So if you do that, you'll be fine. Now, something that I did forget to mention, like sometimes when you come through here, there will be, they'll have food out for you sometimes. It'll be, be for the drivers. So right now, like there's cookies out. Sometimes there'll be like pizza or burgers or whatever, especially if it's during Drivers Appreciation Week. They'll have complimentary food out here. You can come out here and fill your stomach if you want to. Now up the stairs, I believe that's probably just some of the office staff. I've never actually gone up there for anything. But coming down the hallway here will be where you can go to the safety departments or talk to the operations or like the fleet managers or your logs associate. The safety is in this first office here, and then the logs department and the operations, like your fleet manager, ops managers, they'll be in there. Hopefully, if you're coming here to talk to safety, you're not getting yourself in trouble about anything where they routed you into a terminal. Hopefully not, but that's where you need to go. And here they'll have the gym, which I never see anybody using. Anytime I go to a terminal and I'm coming in here to work out, I'm always the only person in the gym, regardless whether I'm here or if I'm in Brownsburg. I don't think they have a gym in Des Moines, Iowa, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think they have one in Joplin either. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if they do have some there, but I've never seen anybody working out. I'm always in the gym getting it in by myself here. But they also have one shower here, so you could work out and then go ahead directly to shower if you wanted to. There's no towels here, though, so you would still need to get your towels and your washcloths from the laundry room like I showed you. I actually got my workout in last night while I was camping out, but you know, it's modest. You can get it done in here. There's no free weights. It's just the machines and a couple of treadmills and some bikes, but you can get it done for sure if you have the desire to work out while you're here. There's also one of those water bottle filling machines with the Clorox wipes, so you can wipe down the machinery before you use it or after, keeping things clean because staph infections are no good. Now, coming out of the driver's lounge, something else important to mention is the company cars. So if you are here and you need to borrow a car to go to a store, get some food, or do something nearby, I believe that these are the company cars. You would need to, I don't know if you have to talk, I think it's safety, I think you have to talk to for them to give you the keys for that. And you got to check it out, write your name down. And I think there is a limit to the amount of time that you can have the car for. The last time that I checked, it was 3 hours. That may have changed by now, but really, I don't know what you could be doing that would take you that long to have the car. Usually I'm done in like 45 minutes or less, whatever I'm trying to do, going to the grocery store or, you know, getting something, something quick from a restaurant. But just so you know, that's what you can do while you're here. Well, I think it's time for me to wrap things up, guys. I think I did a pretty decent job of showing you all of the major things that you can do at the TMC Columbia terminal, all the stuff that's available to you while you're here and where to find everything, especially if it's your first time coming around here. A lot of guys miss things that could make the situation a little bit smoother or easy for them while they're here. As far as the training terminal goes on the other side of the lot, I didn't want to walk in there and disrupt anything. Like, those guys are over there to learn and get their licenses or their Class A training done while they're here if you're on the training program, or to get released and dispatched to their first truck once they get hired on as a full-on employee. So I didn't want to disrupt anything going on over there, so I just had to verbally explain what I can remember from when I was doing it. But hopefully this video helped you, give you a little bit more insight if you're trying to make a decision whether to come to TMC or not, or if you are coming here, as to what you can expect if you come to this terminal specifically for anything. So if this video helped you, let me know in the comments. That encourages me to make more content like this, to spread the information to anybody who needs it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification icon so that you can be notified when I put out more useful content like this. But until the next time, guys, I appreciate you all watching as always. Zero right out.